And now we'll call for the principal's farewell, who will obviously be presented by Mr. Kenkel.
So every year I work with the valedictorian to kind of help them with their speech, but in this case William helped me as well. And it really, I think, helps to elevate my game because that's a tough act to follow. So here goes. I'll try and keep it brief, and this is the last time you really have to listen to me, so that's probably good news. Actually, I taught these guys sex education in grade 10. Remember that fun week? And taught them about drugs. Remember that? Shared some stories, all that stuff. Anyway, this is a little bit more of a formal discussion that we'll have. Good afternoon. It's great to see you all today. It's also nice to see those of you who have ventured on and then have returned to visit us today and be with us. Particularly Megan and Joey and Tessa. When our kids venture out and move away, we still keep track of them and we still consider them our own. So it's nice to have our kids back home. Milestones. Ferris Bueller once said, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it." Well, that is certainly true. Life does move pretty fast. And the older you get, the faster it goes. But you won't believe that yet. You'll have to take the word of your parents and grandparents. So let's talk about your timeline of your life, and maybe that'll give you a little bit of perspective. You were born in 1992. A couple of you, some of you 91, but we'll work with 92. So what was going on in 1992? Well, Brian Mulroney and George Bush Sr. were in power. The Toronto Blue Jays won the World Series. The first Earth Summit was held in Brazil to discuss what they were going to do about the ozone problem. And somebody brought up as a little sidebar discussion about global warming, some crazy theory they'd come up with. CDs for the first time outsold cassette tapes as the new great technology. Johnny Carson stepped down as the host of The Tonight Show. An Islamic rebel named Aladdin was at the top of the most watched movie list. The Charlottetown Accord nearly tore the country in half. The territory of Nunavut was created. Remember that from geography? Yeah, okay, just checking. We were worried about NAFTA and the introduction of the GST. The mountain pine beetle was still largely contained in Tweedsmuir Park, and a brand new text-based web browser was introduced to the world and allowed for the first time public access to the World Wide Web. And this program was known as Mosaic. Does anybody even remember that? So it seems like a long time ago. Now, just 18 years later, what has changed, graduates? Well, some things have changed and some things not so much. Brian Mulroney is disgraced, and there's a black man in the White House Oval Office. The Toronto Blue Jays have never come back to win anything. And Earth Summits are now pretty commonplace and powerful places to make decisions about our world. Not only are cassettes gone, but so are CDs. Jay Leno and Conan O'Brien have both taken turns stepping down from The Tonight Show. And an Islamic rebel named Osama bin Laden is now at the top of the most wanted list. Global warming is melting our country in half, and Nunavut beaches will soon be open for summer tourism. We worry about global economy and complain about the HST. And the mountain pine beetle has now hit Colorado and northern Saskatchewan. And Google, founded when you guys entered kindergarten, now claims 150 million hits a day. And even you graduates mark an era. You are the last class of students to have attended the old high school. And you are also Mr. Germain's last graduates before he retires. So you are milestones too. As a representative of your school system, I have come to terms with the fact that life and change move pretty quickly. We can't prepare you any longer for a stable, predictable, and unchanged world. I hope in some way that we have helped you to discover who you are, how you learn, and develop in you the confidence to take on the challenges of an accelerated world. As I find the technological wave starting to crest over my head and see that I am no longer able to adapt to the technological change as I once did, I look to you to take the torch and carry it along. It is all up to you now. You will inherit our world and will have to take it through the next era of change, the next 18 years and beyond. So as you take that challenge, I invite you to remember me and Ferris. Life does move pretty fast, so stop a lot and look around this world of ours. You don't want to miss it. Be safe tonight, and congratulations on an awesome achievement. Something I neglected to do before and I like to do now is, for the sake of photographs and for you to take a picture, I'd like to formally introduce the graduation class of 2010.